Hello everyone, in this video I will explain how you should manage your trading capital like a professional trader and why it is important as a beginner to manage and diversify your trading capital in such a way that you will be having a limited risk and you can able to scale the capital in a diversified way. So here is an example of my one of my account on how I diversified my trading capital. So I kept around 3 lakhs in equity, I kept around 5 lakhs for options and around 2 lakhs as a free cash. So I invested around 10 lakhs and here is a diversification. I kept around 32% in equity, 50% in options and around 18 to 20% as a free cash. So with this account, with an investment of 10 lakhs, I achieved 33.43% in the past 5 months. So how did I achieve this return? So let me explain in detail how I diversified my capital and achieved this return. So here are my holdings from Zerodha. So as you can see, I invested in 5 different stocks. One is Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, Infosys, Reliance and CPS ETF. I invested around 3,17,000 and currently the capital is 4,91,000 within a span of 5 months, where I have a realized gain of almost 54.68% with equity investments. And also, I've been trading options, weekly and monthly options, and here are some of the positions which I'm currently holding. I trade both Nifty and Bank Nifty options, and we have a realized profit of around 11,000. So anyways, let's go to the equity holding first and let me explain you in detail why did I selected only these stocks and how I could able to achieve this return. How to select the right stock for investing. So as you know, I have been trading Nifty and Bank Nifty for a long time and here is a diversification of stocks in Nifty and Bank Nifty. So as you can see the diversification of stocks in Bank Nifty, 35% is from HDFC Bank, 19% is from ICICI Bank, 13% is Kotak Bank and 10% is Axis Bank. So as you can see, these are some of the large cap stocks which are driving the Bank Nifty move. If you are sure on the direction of Bank Nifty, then you can pick these stocks as an investment. So I took in the Bank Nifty, HDFC Bank and Axis Bank. So while coming to the Nifty, here are some of the large caps which are trading in Nifty and these will cause the Nifty to rally either on upside or the downside. So in this, Reliance is contributing 10%, Infosys is almost 7% and ITC and so on. So while tracking the Nifty, I bought Reliance and Infosys. So this is how I selected the stocks which are large caps and who are the major drivers for these indices. So let me explain how did I analyze these stocks. So let's go to Zerodha. So I've been trading Nifty and Bank Nifty weekly and monthly options from past 5 years. I can able to figure out the direction through options data, right? So here is the daily time frame of Nifty. So let me give an analysis on how to identify the trends in the market and pick the right stocks and take advantage of this rally. As you can see, during the March, during the month of March, due to the pandemic, there was a huge crash in the market. And after this, you can see there was a consolidation formation. And in the month of April, there was a consolidation, and we could see that the market has bounced from the lows and it has creating the higher lows. So let me just draw a trend line and explain how to identify the trend of the market. So the low created on 24th of March was around 7,500. So if you put a line around this level and draw the line along with this lows created to the previous lows, here is how the trend line looks. When the Nifty hit the bottom at this level, it has been consolidating and it did not broke this trend line. And from that it is creating the higher highs and it is moving in the upward direction. So this trend line is the key level you need to watch if you want to track the Nifty for a long term. If the Nifty is supporting this trend line, then you can pick some of the high quality large caps and make good returns through equity investments. So this is how you can track the trends of the Nifty. And so you can see some of the stocks like which I picked for Nifty, that is Reliance, right? So in this Reliance also, it made a low of around 900 in the month of March. And from that day, you can see it has almost rallied almost 130% within a span of 3 to 5 months. So as you can see in the Reliance, it had a very big move in the upward direction. and currently it is trading at 2324. Whenever you are making an investment in any equity or any indices or any stocks, you cannot predict the exact bottom or exact top of the investment, but you need to analyze these indices, that is Nifty and Bank Nifty. So if Nifty is moving in the upward direction, you need to pick some of the large caps which are trading in the Nifty and just ride the rally until unless the trend is not broken. So in this case, as the Nifty is moving in the upward direction, so I invested in some of the stocks like Reliance and Infosys because these are the two major large caps in Nifty. So I achieved close to around 130.44% in Reliance and almost 64.26% in Infosys. And well, coming to the Bank Nifty, right? So here was the trend of the Bank Nifty after the crash. So on the month of March also you can see the Bank Nifty crashed almost from 30,000 to almost 17,500. It was a huge crash in the Bank Nifty. So let us see where the trend is going in the Bank Nifty. So it has created a bottom of almost around 16,000, and this was the previous bottom which is created, which was around 17,500. So currently the Bank Nifty is trading around 22,500. So as you can see, the trend line of the Bank Nifty is moving in the upward direction. So until and unless the Bank Nifty stays above this trend line, we should be investing or stay invested in the large caps and recover and give very good returns in the long run. While tracking the Bank Nifty, I invested in Axis Bank and HDFC Bank. In Axis Bank, I lost almost around 16.73%, but in HDFC Bank, I made around 11.81%. As you can see, in HDFC Bank, as it is contributed to almost 35% of the Bank Nifty, it had a similar move compared to the Bank Nifty. It created a low of almost 750. From that day, you can see the trend line. It's almost moving in the upward direction, and it has not broken the trend line yet. If the trend line is not broken on the downside, you should remain invested. So currently, as you can see, the HDFC Bank, the trend is projecting to almost to 1300 level. So it is moving in the upward trend. If this trend line breaks, then you can think of booking your profits or waiting for reversal to make your investments. And I also invested in one of the ETF which is called a CPS ETF. ETF is a long-term investment which you can make and it will help you to compound in the long run. So this was about the holdings in equity where with investment of almost 3,17,000, I achieved 4,91,000 within a span of 5 months, which was 54.68%. And I also do options trading with weekly and monthly strategies, and here are some of the positions I'm currently holding. So I've been trading with Nifty and Bank Nifty options, and you can see currently the profit is around 11,047. Options, I do hedging strategies. Most of the trades will be hedging based on weekly and monthly setups. Analyze the data based on various fundamental factors like technical analysis, open interest, FI, futures data, and global sentiment. So based on that, I decide the direction of market and put up the hedging strategies. Let me just walk you through how is my options trading performance. So here is the Nifty weekly options performance for this year, and as you can see, here is the monthly profits and the points which I won with the Nifty option strategies. In the month of September was a bad month where I lost few trades, and compared to the overall trading performance, I'm still positive with the Nifty. It's almost 16.55%. Coming to the Bank Nifty, I've been trading for the past 5 months and I had a very good month in the month of June. I could able to achieve around 31.83% with Bank Nifty options. So this was about the performance with Nifty and Bank Nifty options, and this is how I'm managing my trades by diversifying my capital with equity and also with options. That will help me to compound my returns on a consistent basis. So that is the reason if you want to trade successfully and want to make a consistent returns, it's very important for you to diversify your capital in such a way that you will be getting consistent returns irrespective of the condition of the market. So it all depends upon your trading style. Some people are intraday traders, they only trade in intraday. Some of them, like me, are swing and positional traders. So if you're a swing trader, then you don't need to watch the trades on day-to-day basis. You can put the strategy and just hold it for few days or few months, and you will be making money on a consistent basis. The point of making this video is to just give you an idea that why you should diversify your trading capital and how you should diversify in trading capital that suits your trading personality so that you can effectively manage your capital and grow it in the long run. So, if you want to learn more on how to manage your wealth in the long run by mastering the trading psychology skills you need to learn to becoming a professional trader, you can visit our website on tradepsychology.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.